And Captain, whenever you are ready, if you have anything to present us with.
No, nothing. You just gave me a start date. That's it. So we're really just picking up where we left off.
Okie doke.
Cool.
We pick up where we left off again last time, with the Hadfield having just entered the Tholia system.
Okay. It's time for some orders. We saw Federation ships just across, right? The entire system. Okay, so, sensors, any markings on those Federation ships? Sensors, computer, anyone, are there any markings on those Federation ships?
Okay, yes.
Loading up. I've got.
Okay, that will be, for whoever's at sensors, a sensors... Can you guys hear me?
What's the question? It's Rugat. Yeah.
Sensors.
Science.
Yeah. I was gonna say recent science. That's the difficulty of that was 2, by the by, brought down by 1 by the ship's sensors, so difficulty 1. So you bank.
Generative momentum.
Yep. I am going to take 12. 12. Hang on a sec. Something is wrong with my keyboard.
Oh no. But yes, you threats.
Give me a moment, because if my keyboard doesn't work, then I cannot do anything.
Plug back in.
There we go. Looks like that did it. I think. Oh, there we go. 12.
Cool.
To me. Badass. Yes, as said, various ships of various different classes. Some steam. You can see the. Basically, I'll put it. You see the ships that are on the screen. If that is a helpful indicator, I suppose.
Okay, so I get this is a Steam Runner class, this one that I'm putting in. There's also a Nova class there. What's the big one?
That is a nebula.
Okay, do they, like I said, do they bear any markings or registration markings? Can we actually tell they're Federation ships and not undercover super secret Section 31 ships?
I will let you spend, I'll let the science officer spend his free science question for that.
Yes, please.
There are ships from, these are ships from, all corner of the 10th Expeditionary Fleet.
So they're friendlies.
That's what all the registration numbers and names are turning up. Yes.
What about this thing?
Considering where they are, they're probably like captured.
That's what I was considering too. They are a bit far from home.
I mean, how else would they get here?
Maybe they all drive in here?
And then,
Just like we did?
right, but why wouldn't they just immediately be blown up? If they're just sitting around, then presumably they're fully captured ships.
I should clarify.
Are they in combat?
I was going to say, I should clarify, they appear to be engaging.
Oh, well, you should have started with that. Alright, well then let's help them.
You see him now walking down
It's
the
pretty
sidewalk.
important
All right,
detail to leave
he
out.
appears to be throwing a brick through a window. Oh, all right, then. You might want to...
Okay, simmer down, Chris. Simmer down.
Okay.
What is this
We
ship
got one
that's
more
caught
free
up in the
question.
nets currently?
What?
Yeah, this ship that's caught up in the nets. What is that?
Whatever that thing is caught up in the net.
Oh, this thing over here.
Yeah.
Sure. You can give me a reason science difficulty of 5, assisted by the ship's sensor science, which brings it down to difficulty 4. However, I am going to spend 2 threat to increase the complication range by 1. And most of this difficulty is because of A, how far out you are, and B, that there is a Tholian web interfering with your sensor scans.
The same roll, basically. There we go.
Yes.
Overlock your hot miking.
Do you want to spend any momentum, Rugan? There is still one on the table.
Yeah, you can take one of those.
Yeah, let's spend some to make some, shall we?
And you do have a focus.
Indeed I do. There we are.
You get your momentum back.
And shall we use my reroll to reroll that 0?
No, it's fine.
You rolled 2 sensor dice, and I'm sorry, that was
Just
okay.
the second one.
Oh,
just the
so you
second
don't get any momentum. You're back at 0.
Yeah, but we can reroll it, so if we don't have any, I'll take the gamble. Oh, just the first one. Just the first
Yep.
one.
So that's 1 momentum gained.
Yep.
Cool.
There you go, Rugan.
Captain, it would appear to be some sort of interdimensional rift.
I'm sorry, what now?
An interdimensional rift, Captain, because that is precisely what we needed today.
Okay. What are the repercussions of an interdimensional rift being set loose?
Jam.
Okay, I'll let that be your free question. Hang on.
I love how there's always the moment of silence, like I'm actually supposed to know the answer. Captain, it would either be a way for something from an extra-dimensional plane to cross to here, or vice versa. Further scans would be required to know for sure.
Understood. Well, I don't think we have time for further scans right now. Khan, calculate me the closest route we have to intercept the fighters, which the rest of the fleet is engaging.
Which set of fighters? Because there are a number of them.
That's what I'm asking. We're gonna calculate the route to the closest ones. So yeah.
That'd be snap to center.
So we're just going to join the fight?
Shokan, I assume?
I mean, joining the fight would be the logical thing to do here, I think.
So actually, I do have something for you guys because this is something I wouldn't have given you, but another ship did something to help you.
Who? What?
You're standing on the bridge, and it says, and you hear a... where is it? Give me a moment. I have to do a thing to a layer. Click GM layer. Thank you. Thank you very much, GM layer, for cooperating with me. You hear a voice say, you know, I'd head for the planet first if I were you.
Who is this? Oh. It's you. Why are you in Commander Vlog's chair, kid?
I'm here to deliver a message.
Who from?
An associate of mine. Of sorts.
Well, go on, we're all ears.
It would appear that he struck something of a deal, a bargain, with another ship in the 10th Fleet.
Which one?
That'd be the USS Kismet?
Aren't they, like, far away from here?
Yes, but, well, let's just say this. Let's go with Bargainer. Has powers on a similar level to mine.
Another Q, then?
No. You almost encountered a being very similar to him back on Andon's Landing, in fact. Only this one is a lot more nice.
Let's see. Well, kid, there's people dying out there, so whatever you want to say, spit it out.
Okay, so let's just say that somebody, a very kind race, made a sacrifice, and as a result of their sacrifice, the Bargainer gave them something of a credit, and they gave the Kismet that credit, which the Kismet then spent for you guys here, let's say. They know that this Tholian conflict is bad, and that the Federation can't deal with a two-front conflict, which, given how things are looking out on their end of things, could entirely be the case. But that's neither here nor there. The deal that was made is to help bring this conflict here to an end. Let's just say that I have it on very good authority that if you can get to Tholia, the Tholians will be willing to listen.
While Federation ships are battling their ships outside their planet, in their system?
Right.
You understand why we're being cautious about this.
Indeed, I absolutely understand, and normally such a thing would be impossible and, frankly, suicidal. But, well, that's what happens when you make a deal with a very powerful being. Sometimes the impossible becomes possible.
Kid, if this goes wrong, I'm gonna use my one and only wish to make you disappear. We got that clear?
Don't shoot the messenger.
Get off my bridge now.
And he's gone.
Right.
Always polite to him, Captain.
Right. Con officer, plot a course directly for Tholia. Security chief, bring us up to yellow alert. Have the crew prepare for possible boarding actions. Raise our shields at it as well. Captain to Dr. Maselli, prepare the infirmary for possible casualties if we encounter any, and stand by for possible away missions as well. Con, move us ahead.
Okay.
Plotting ahead.
Are you gonna plot a course first, or are you just gonna zoop straight for it?
Let's plot a course. Like, I don't want to.
That's supposed to be that was supposed to be on the token layer.
We don't want to take up any hostile postures or anything like that, so we're going to be real nice and careful about this.
Okay. Let me do the thing. I have to do the thing where I give you... you said you're going to yellow alert?
Yellow alert.
Yellow alert, so that's... no, hang on. I gotta quickly check the distances again so I can determine what is a say. Oh, that's right. I remember now.
Ooh boy, we're gonna.
It's I just have to determine like what distances are what. That's good. That's good. Okay, sorry. That's gonna help me. This is helping me determine
how difficult things are gonna be.
Yeah, it's helping me determine ranges. So let's see, if it's 2.5 per range, it's gonna be if you're going straight there, that's 1, 3, 6. That's a lot of range. That's a lot of ranges.
Math.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'd say
some mundane difficulty in there.
Yeah, well, I'm determining that. It's more of if you want to warp there, that's how much power it's going to require. That's what I have to determine, because it's you would not be able to get there just using the impulse thing in one move. It would just move you it would move you to long range, but not to the planet itself. If you wanted to get right to the planet itself, you'd have to warp there, and with each range being 50 million miles, to get 700 million miles, that would be 14 power?
Which we don't have. So long range should be enough for the time being.
Okay, so first will be a maneuver to... Assuming if you're...
You can bring us back to the map, by the way.
Yeah, it's I'm calculating that out. Hang on, and I'll move you there, and to the map. As Tizonin starts to plot in a course.
While we're on course, are we allowed to do things on the side as well?
Such as...
I'd like to point our sensors at that dimensional rift there so we can get some extra readings.
If that's what
Because Regan said we won't know much before we get some extra readings.
Okay. If you want to spend, so, in a moment, hang on, because now I have to move all the other pieces on the board. If you will give me a sec.
That's fine.
It's like we decided to do a planet thing because, Kismet set us up for that, but there's a ton of other stuff
here
going on.
doing war games, moving pieces along the board, 4D chess, all that,
Okay. And because these guys are actually getting into a proper range, I can actually roll some dice for them. For one of these groups, at least. That's... Because what's going on over here is effectively a fleet engagement.
Okay. Is there a way you could do that, like, cinematically?
Yeah, sort of. It's... I'm doing it, like, super quick, and essentially, it's gonna go quick because I'm basically making the decisions for both sides.
Yep.
And that's 2, 4, 10? Wow. They're actually quite powerful. As a couple of the Miranda classes get pretty dinged up in a first volley. And one of these ships moves in a bit closer, doesn't actually, and does sort of a strafing run. This steam runner also comes off in this direction. These two ships move forward, and that's all they do. This little Nova class, however, is going to... Oh, nope, wrong. This Nova class is going to move off in this direction, away from the fighting.
Away from the fighting.
Okay, now it's up to you guys what you want to do.
So we either continue moving forward or we scan.
Up to you
What
guys.
do you guys think? Just keep moving forward, or do we want to scan this dimensional rift?
I say let's just keep going forward.
Yeah, we can keep moving forward for a bit more. Yeah, okay. Let's go move us forward, GM.
I almost want to scan the Nova class. It's like, I suppose. It's like, what is that Nova class doing?
Nice roll, but I don't think we need one.
Yeah, there's no roll for
roll
this,
roll.
unless you're doing some kind of a warp or something. So currently it's
Just
if you're doing another impulse, which by the by, each of these impulse actions I believe takes 1 power.
that was gonna take a roll. But yeah, okay.
Because it's load the con handout, please. Beautiful. I just love it. I love how slow everything is being.
Oh, we'll walk next.
Does
We'll
it
use the
really
walk next
matter?
time.
Just lose 1 power and keep moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
We can do the warp thingy now. Just move us forward.
Yep. Which by the by, the warp action now, if you do it from here, will only cost 8 power.
You have that much, so yeah, let's burn it.
But that'll be on the next thing, as this craft comes to move in to intercept you.
Thing.
And then, hold on, these two are gonna do a thing.
No.
So they're gonna be rolling 6 versus 8. Six.
2, 4, 6.
Or I'm sorry, it's 8 versus 6. Because the attacker goes first. Well, that 8, so that's 6 versus 5. As the Steam Runner and the Nebula class start battering these, absolutely obliterate this wing of fighters. These two ships start to make a turn to intercept.
Our turn now?
Yes, and I'll say just more fighting is going on. I'll keep this easy.
Well, whatever the case is.
Nova
just,
Nova does continue though.
Yeah, let's use the warp engine.
Okay, that'll be 8 power.
Already spent.
Cool.
So wait, this is the sun. The big thing is the sun. I
Yes.
thought that was the planet. Okay. Right. Okay, Chief. Open up hailing frequencies to the planet.
The other vessel also warps into your vicinity, by the by. And it looks like it's about to open fire on you, but then it appears to not.
Thank you, Kismet.
So yes,
Right.
open hailing frequencies, and on screen appears a Tholian. What do you want?
I'm Captain Lawrence Jacoby of the USS Hadfield, representing Starfleet Federation of Planets. We are here to talk.
We were told that you would arrive at just this time. You are, for once, punctual.
Oh, I'm glad. Are we welcome aboard your planet?
We shall transmit codes to you to transport through planetary defense shield. any attempt at treachery will result in your destruction.
We understand. Thank you, Jacobia. Okay. Captain to all crew. Currently, we have a situation at hand. All bridge crew report to the briefing room and don your suits.
Yes.
Command suits.
And because this is a mission that's going to require the use of the suits, you don't have to buy them with momentum or anything. However, we are entering a new scene, as this is.
So
we are
lose one.
Yeah, because we're in a new scene. You getting to the planet was the. You know.
I know. Okay. Well, also when I meant suits, I meant like command dress uniforms, but I think their suits are good too.
No, we're going to Tholia. We need planet suit.
So we'll suit up. We want all of the bridge staff, perhaps? First officer.
You know what? I'm better suited to stay on the ship.
If you feel like that. Anyone else wants to stay aboard the ship? No? Good. Let's do it.
Wait, we're all going.
Okay, so that's.
Well, you can stay if you want on the ship.
Yeah.
You can.
Did you design the story for everybody to go on the planet, or am I going to be?
You can have as many people on the planet as you want or not.
He did make an intricate map, so this game is divided for us to split up. We might want to split up, I'm guessing.
Very well. So away team will consist of myself, my first officer, and my security officer then. The rest of you can stay aboard the ship. Dr. Marcel, you have the bridge. Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed to Cap.
I'm trying not to blow anything up while I'm away, Doc.
Really, do you think that's my character? I'd be concerned about you.
The only thing blowing up down there will be the EV suits.
So it's the captain, Jueza,
and Velok.
And everyone else is. And everyone else
aboard
is
the ship. Oh yeah, Rugan, final orders while we're down there. Try and make some sense of that dimensional rift.
Aye, sir, I'll do what I can.
And,
I feel like the only time the ship's blown up is when I've been in command.
Don't be too conspicuous about whatever you're doing, please.
Consider it done, sir.
Good.
Oh man. Oh, you guys. So yes, you head down to the transporter room, wearing those, funny Star Trek environmental suits.
Wait, like we currently have a visitor.
Not you. You're not there. It's been a while since we've used the transporter
And
pad.
she's not there.
Huh?
And that one's not there as well.
Who isn't? Oh, hang on.
Great.
It's slowly loading all the assets for the map, and it's slow. My internet is slow.
It's the other of the good. Like, we're in our cool EV suits that look funny.
Yeah, I love it. There's that, and there's that. So I assume Velok will be the one taking care of the transport.
Oh yes.
Sure, yeah.
Let's try and earn more momentum before we go down. Come on.
Okay, this will be a...
I mean, Volk's going down with us, but he's also doing the transport.
This will be
Well, I'm just setting transport and then walking onto the pad as well.
Okay, this will be a control engineering, difficulty of 3, assisted by the ship's sensors engineering, so difficulty 2. I am spending 2 threat to increase the comp range by 1.
Okay, good. I was gonna say use more momentum for another day.
Sure. Did you say the ship has to roll as well? Sorry.
Sensors engineering.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Did you guys make the roll?
We made it.
Okay, because... Sorry, it's, things are so... Oh, here we go. Yeah, now it's all loading in. You...
So yeah, you said difficulty 2, correct?
Nope.
After?
Oh, yeah, because after sensors. You're right.
Yep. So yeah, we just get our momentum back, but yeah. Cool.
Hell yeah. That would be...
Hell yeah, brother.
That would be... you guys can see that map, right?
Yeah.
As you arrive in this big triangular pyramidal geometric waiting area overlooking this vast Tholian city, and you can see in the sky, I mean, you saw it from space, but in the sky you can see this vast web of, you know, this vast Tholian web just coating the entire sky.
Well, in its own way, it's kind of beautiful. Chief, I know that this suit is kind of bulky, but try and keep a watchful eye out. Make sure no one jumps us. And Commander, shall we proceed?
Very well, sir.
All right, let's get a move on. They didn't say anything in the coordinates where we are supposed to go, are we? Did they?
Yes, you would have been sent. You would have been sent that along with the beam the codes that are like, you know, these are the codes that you're going to need to get into our planet.
Okay. One thing first, I'd like to pull out my tricorder and can I check the composition of the planet's atmosphere?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Is this shit breathable, or are we going to die as soon as we take this mask off?
Go ahead. Give me a insight science difficulty of 1.
Okay, the scores are not actually bad. Will my focus and hazard awareness apply?
Yes. I will totally
gotta
give
roll
you that.
one more. Okay, I got it.
Totally. Yeah. So, this is absolutely unbreathable. Like, the fluids in your throat would boil the moment they touched this atmosphere. You would not have a good time. It would be a painful death for all of the 4 seconds you would be alive.
This would have the same physiological effect for all of my crewmates, right?
Oh yes.
Vulcans.
This is a Y-class demon world. However, I will give you something interesting, that it would appear that down the hallway is a pocket of breathable environment.
I'm guessing the The Tholians have made a nice little reception room for us. Right, Commander, be sure to keep your suit in good condition if you can. And if we get some cracks, well, I think we'll be dead before we manage to yell, "Please help me! I have a crack in my suit."
That is correct, sir.
Right. Let us proceed onwards. You have the codes, Commander. Please take point.
Okay, and presumably, Jacoby takes point, or not Jacoby.
No, the Commander takes point.
Oh, Valak does. Okay.
While Jueza guards the rear.
And you sit in the middle, safe.
Yes.
Can I have brought my special rifle?
You'd have to pay the costs for it, but yeah.
Captain?
We really need the momentum. Is it okay if you go without it?
I'm gonna cry a little.
It is also a diplomatic
Just
mission.
Do it inside yourself if you can. We can let the enemy know that we're crying on their ground as well.
I'm gonna cry for everyone to see because it's okay.
Yes, let's move on.
Men are allowed to cry. You walk down the hallway and into what appears to be sort of, well, actually, outside of the room are two Tholians, just as crystalline as they are. Standing before you, and they say, "Please enter the airlock. Once inside, you will meet the delegation."
Of course. Thank you. Is this the first time that anyone's ever seen a Tholian, up close and personal, out of character?
No, because there are. It was.
Isn't it a running joke in the series that the Tholian ambassador always gets messed with?
Yeah, there was
that was in Deep Space Nine. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Tholian ambassador on DS9. You never saw them, but you knew they were there. So, however, this is probably the first time that a Federation, that a Starfleet officer has set foot on the Tholian homeworld. This is probably a first.
Right. Okay. Well, let's step inside the airlock. Yeah. And as soon as the thing hisses, I'm just gonna be taking off my mask. I can't breathe in this thing.
Yeah. Well, it takes a minute for the airlock to repressurize and the temperature to fall down.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Because it has to go from a Y-class environment to a not Y-class environment, and the Tholians probably don't have many non-Tholians here, so it probably was not easy for them to rejigger some of their rooms to provide these environments.
True. So before, monitor with my tricorder, it's like, it's safe now. Cool, let's go.
Yeah, that's easy.
Before we exit,
no
Commander, what's the plan?
Captain, we are here to attempt a diplomatic solution, so...
I understand, but you understand, Commander. We've been on the run for a very long time now, and my mind has been set on other things. So, you'll understand if I'm asking for a bit of advice here from my crew. I may be a skilled orator and a somewhat skilled diplomat, but I'm shaken.
He is shook.
So you have had much experience in the diplomatic matters. While discussing with Tholians on their world is new territory for us. For it. We'll need to figure out what this what supposedly 10th fleet is doing here. With us, and what we can do to resolve this, war issue.
Yes, the war issue is quite predominant here, I'd say. You're right about the other ships, though. I'm sort of confused, and that dimensional rift up there poses a couple of questions. But still, I haven't had much diplomatic experience with bug people. They seem to be hard conversers, you know? I don't know if hard facts or fancy speeches will do it for them.
Well, sir, given what we do know of the Tholians, facts might be your greatest ally, in truth.
And the facts here are that the war was started by a shadow organization within Starfleet. You gotta admit, Commander, that seems like a hell of a stretch, and we don't have any proof.
Sir, we already knew this was going to be a gamble. Especially considering we don't have all the information. We've been out of contact for a while. But clearly something is going on in the system with the 10th Fleet somehow. We need to know more.
So what we're doing right now is buying for time. At least.
I would say more directing the conversation to gain information while discussing the end of the war.
Well, you said it yourself, it's a gamble, and Chief, I hope that I don't lose as hard as I lose against you in poker.
And
let's head inside.
And with that, in one of those takes just as long as the conversation takes to reach a conclusion, the door opens, and on the other side you see a sterile room. It's still in the Tholian sort of reddish metal. But there are two. You can guess by their shape that they're Tholians, but the big metal exoskeleton and transparent aluminum-plated glass in front of them gives them an almost ethereal look within.
Okay, is there anyone here that resembles a leader or a queen? I think we saw the queen ones with like various enamored jewels on.
No, it's just these two.
Okay, then we shall approach them, and give a slight stiff bow with our heads. I suggest all of us. Welcome, or well, I shall welcome myself in your stead. I am Captain Lawrence Covey, the USS Hadfield, represent the Starfleet Federation.
We are aware of who you are, Lawrence Jacoby. Your actions are confusing to us. Your Federation...
We can discuss... Yes, go ahead.
Your Federation has made many contradictory actions, even within the confines of war. You are a confusing people.
Well, how about we start exactly by discussing that? Maybe we have somewhere to sit down.
You will stand.
Well then, would you mind guiding us through real quick of these contradictory actions, and then I shall do my best to explain in detail what happened and why.
We will not be explaining these contradictions to you. However, you will be conversing with our higher authority, and one of them reaches up its arm and presses a couple of buttons, and the wall opposite you becomes immediately clear and transparent, as though you could almost step through it. but you can see from the way that the heat is baking off of all the terminals and all of the structures in the next room that it is
Didn't
boiling.
win the game.
Huh?
I guess we didn't win the game.
Yeah, you were away there for a second. Everything okay?
Oh. What was
I heard nothing what you said. I asked the Tholians. Let's begin by discussing these events in detail.
Yeah,
I'll
you
tell
missed
what happened.
literally everything I said. Okay. One of the Tholians puts up its arm and says, "We will not be explaining. However, you will be conversing with our higher authority, which shall lay out the charges put forth." And it presses a couple buttons on its like little arm pad thing, and the wall across from you immediately becomes transparent, and you can see through it. It's almost like it looks like you could walk right into the next part of the room, but something about the way it looks, the way that there's a the way that the heat is radiating off of everything in the next room over dictates to you that that would be a bad idea. It's likely well in excess of 1,000 degrees in there. You see a number of Tholians without the EV suits mucking about at terminals, and in the center, sanctioned above them all in sort of this central pediment, is a much larger Tholian.
Enamored with jewels?
No, it's... Oh, yeah, I sort of gave you that description of what a higher Tholian looks like, didn't I?
Just like it has a bit of a spikier resemblance, a lot more jewels on it thing. You know?
Well, not jewels, but its head has sort of this like spiky little crown thing to it, sort of like a sort of like the Statue of Liberty's crown. If you look up Tholian Queen, you'll find what I'm talking about.
Okay, good enough.
And with that image, that's where, you cut to commercial break, and when we return, we are instead on the bridge of the Hadfield.
Captain Vasily, it's your time.
First time. Yay.
What?
Cap. I left the command.
Let me think. Who would be ranking officer? Probably Rugan or Miseli?
Grant, did you not hear me? I left.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us? Hello?
Barely. The audio's coming in like really poorly.
Oh, it's gracious.
We can hear each other.
Thanks for shit, because I put the command.
Hang on.
Yep.
Hang on a sec. Gonna try and reset the thing. Resetting the thing.
Rugan,
There we go. Who did you leave in charge?
same time. Me.
I left the doctor in charge.
We're gonna start killing people.
And there you go.
Huzzah!
God, how are those science reports coming?
Because I assume Rugan is going to be looking deeper into that whole mess.
Yeah, that's what we need him to do.
Okay. Which, I'm spending a couple of threat to say that this Tholian cruiser has been thoroughly blasted and is lying disabled as further
I mean,
conflict.
if you want to spend the rest of your threat and destroy all.
Huh?
Nothing. Continue.
We'll be getting to it. I'm gonna be sprinkling some of these throughout. So Yes, Ragon, I need you to give me a reason science difficulty of, I'm going to spend a couple more threat, because I need this to actually be something of a difficulty. Difficulty 4, assisted by the ship's sensors science, and by that's it, I was bringing it up to difficulty 5, gets brought down to difficulty 4 by your sensors, and you have testing a theory into practice going here, because you were.
So either take these 2 momentum for additional dice, I think that should be okay, or you can give him threat, whatever you want. I think 2 momentum should be okay, right?
Indeed,
One question.
I start with 3 dice, so I would need 2 momentum for the 4th.
Yeah, I was gonna say his stuff stacks up. So, yeah, you know what? Let's just give him the 2, and I'm sure he'll get us a bunch more.
Yeah, and
All right.
since,
Could I assist you?
sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Captain, can you roll for the ship now, considering you're the captain?
I will.
Captain.
Hey, acting captain.
Reason science, though. So, is your science the same as your medicine?
Oh, no, it's one lower. I hit the wrong button.
So that does not hit.
Oh, well.
And the ship.
Censored science. Coming up.
And now re-roll that 0.
Nice.
No, that crit fail. Whew, wow.
Still a 0, but better 0.
I think that does it, but I don't think you get any momentum out of it.
That
So I
just
get 1 momentum out
Oh
of
wait, nope, it's brought back down to difficulty 3 because of his testing a theory into practice.
That's right. We do get a momentum out of it.
God damn it.
1 from the doctor, 3 from my first roll, 1 from the computer, and 1. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 2 momentum.
No, that roll that Maselli got wasn't actually a hit, because
I think he was referencing the ship.
Right, I see. Never mind then. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Still, we still gained back 1 momentum, and we do have a free question as well. Our sensors are so nice. I like them so much.
Okay, there you go, Rugan.
There is nothing on this side of the anomaly stabilizing it.
So that would seem to imply that it's someone on the other side stabilizing
Indeed.
it to come in.
Whatever is there is coming here.
Can we get a specific reading of what's inside?
That'll be a whole other roll if you want to do that. It won't be it will not be that easy.
All right. For a question, how about how long does it appear to still be stable? Like, how long will this last?
Yeah, I'll allow that to be a question. Currently it appears to be stable from this side, but if not, it's not stabilized from this side. And if not properly stabilized, the thing will probably decay in the next 10 hours or so.
Right. Okay.
So what should Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go.
What did you say?
I believe he was asking for orders, Captain.
Okay. I think we just stay put. is there anything we should be doing right now? Like, out of character, I can't think of anything. I think we should just wait for Jacoby. I don't think we should fly off and leave them stuck on the planet.
Well, I was going to say, maybe see about the whole fleet there, or what the Nova is doing away from the fleet.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or perhaps a probe.
You want to launch a probe?
Alright, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that. Lieutenant Wugong, fire a Class 4 probe deeply into the, subspace rift.
Oh, you're going to try and fire it into the, anomaly?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
The GM silence is telling.
You do. Spending 2 threat. As it passes this point, the Tholian Weaver initiates a tractor beam and snags your probe.
Fair enough.
I did have to spend threat to do that, though.
Why have you done this?
Alright, fire 2 more probes.
Sorry, that's good.
How many probes do we have?
Enough. I think we have at least 3 probes.
Yeah, it's like the Voyager with it's like the Voyager with its torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
we have. It's like, yeah, we have infinite. There's no problem. Probes are easy.
I have to assume we have at least 3 probes.
Yes.
But if we can't do that, that's fine. I guess, hail the Nova class ship.
Okay. There is no reply from the ship, which I had a name for it. Oh, did not mean to be searching for that in Firefox. I meant to be searching for that in Chrome, because then it won't. God damn it, I had the name. It's a good name too. It's okay. I can take a moment because I'm still doing other things on the map. Anyhow, I need man, the Kismet GM resources is so useful to me sometimes. Love it.
I'm just waiting to see the Mir Maselli being the one in charge of that ship.
It has the name.
Except Mir Maselli is like a security officer who murders everyone.
The USS De La Motte.
Well, hail them again. This is Lieutenant Maselli in command of the USS Hadfield. I am requesting that you initiate communications with our ship.
Give me a presence command difficulty of 3.
Alright, well, I don't have any values or focuses, so alright, 1 momentum, and then you can have 2 more dice. You can have 2 more threat. Excuse me.
Thank you.
In fact, you can have 3 threat, and I will roll 4 dice.
Yes, please.
Ooh,
command?
Oh.
Aggressive command is 13. It's not bad.
Oh no, I was gonna say determination.
I do have the value. Honesty is the best policy. You know, they got to be honest with us. We're both Starfleet officers.
Okay.
GM, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So
We are.
so just let
yeah.
me reroll. I get to reroll the 4.
oh, I
Yep.
didn't.
Yeah. You can re-roll all your stuff.
Did
All
I
right,
say
Let's.
Did I say difficulty 3 or difficulty 2?
3.
I think you said 3.
Yeah.
You did say 3, and we still got. Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I will allow the ship to assist with communications command.
All right, Hadfield, you haven't let me down before.
Come
Don't
on.
let me down here. Communications command is 12.
Hey.
Okay.
There's still, however, a complication. That complication is going to be that they do not respond with a screen hail. Audio only.
That's convenient.
This is the USS De La Motte. How can we help you?
Captain, I would like to inquire as to what you are doing.
We are simply making a circumnavigation of the system, providing tactical information to the attack flotilla at large.
How believable is that statement?
Give me an insight command check. Opposed. And spend a threat.
Right. We don't have any momentum. Okay. This is a stretch, but can I use my value of my focus in psychiatry to see if I
I'll
can
allow it.
hear his voice for lies? Or
Yeah,
okay.
I'll allow it.
Sorry. Don't we have one momentum?
For focal impact.
No, I spent it.
Yeah, but wasn't it a difficulty 3 last time, or was it difficulty 4?
It was
No,
difficult.
It was difficulty 3, and we rolled. Oh, we did roll 4.
Oh.
successes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
You re-rolled, so you did get one back. So.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it
Okay.
works. So,
Even I missed that. Okay, so 1 momentum, 2 threat, 4 dice.
that's you beat him by 2. So if you want, you can just quash that complication where it stands.
All right.
That is a bold-faced lie. They have something. They're doing something.
Are you sure about that?
We are unaware of your intentions within this system, Hadfield. This is a sanctioned.
Absolutely, Tholians.
This is a sanctioned Starfleet action. We ask that you do not interfere. Demott out. And they cut the communication.
Now, what is their problem?
Tholians.
Okay then.
Which, gonna spend 2 of that threat. As this bunch of fighters get smashed.
All right.
In the meantime, we're gonna head down to the planet. As you stand before the, one of the Tholian High Assembly members. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we supposed to start first, or you?
Sorry, we're taking some meds real quick. Yeah. So, Captain, perhaps, as I said, we should lead the
Yes,
discussion.
of course. I'd like to, approach this transparent screen, and I'd like to give a bow. May I have the pleasure of knowing who I speak to?
You are speaking to High Assembly Member Mzit.
Well, High Assembly Measure, it is a pleasure to meet you. You already know who I am, so I won't bother making the introductions. Lay out the charges before me.
We are quite confused, Starfleet. We offered you a chance to come and face your crimes, those of the attack on Tholian vessels in this region, going back for months. However, on your surrender, you instead chose to escape when presented the chance by your own fleet. You speak of peace and wanting peace. However, your star fleet has shown it is more than willing to attack. You attacked first.
Where did this attack take place?
The first attack was at Highness X3. 5 Federation vessels attacked a station there. However, you of course know this.
You'll never know.
We've just
He'll
played a
die
game, and
before he tells you.
You disconnected again.
God damn it.
Last thing I heard was me asking you, where did the attack take place?
The attack took place at Helminus X3. 5 Starfleet vessels attacked a research station there. Of course, you know this.
I actually don't. Truth be told, member of the High Assembly, we have come here with little knowledge of what the rest of the fleet is up to. As far as I'm aware, while we were still close to Federation space, which was quite a while ago now, there were no hostile actions being taken, and we were striving towards peace. At least the Admiral assured us of such endeavors. And I and my crew arrived here on our Admiral's behest. We're not here just because we have nowhere else to go. No, we are here because we are very adamant in making this thing happen. So we are willing to work with you and communicate, but you have to set aside these things for now. We did not commit these crimes that you're accusing us of. Once we get that out of the way, we can start a diplomatic conversation. And then I can perhaps try and explain.
You choose to come here and speak of peace while your very own ships attack our fleets in orbit. Do not make any mistake, Captain. This discussion is only at the urging of a being whose power surpasses our own.
And greatly shall I ever be thankful to this being, because I would be dead were it not for this being. But let me ask you a question, member of the High Assembly. What was that thing that we saw surrounded by a net just outside the planet?
Give me a presence command. Difficulty of 4.
Wowee. Okay. Take 3 threat.
All right, 3 threat. I'm upping your comp range by 1, so I'm only taking 1. Yeah,
focus.
no. You know what? I'm just gonna take the 3 threat. I'm not upping your comp range or anything.
Okay, will my focus apply here in diplomacy?
Yeah, sure.
Careful about giving him too much threat. He's just gonna crush it up and snort it. You know he loves that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
good
I got
shit.
4 successes.
Okay. Do you want to re-roll that 0?
Yes, I do, in fact. Oh yes.
2 momentum
Delicious.
gained.
Delicious.
It is a spatial anomaly that appeared in our system about 2 days ago.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. Now tell me, have you made any further research into this spatial anomaly?
Our scientists are looking into it.
Of course. But let me tell you why this might actually be helpful to our case. You see, we have no knowledge of all these things that you accuse us of because it's quite simple, really. We didn't do them. This spatial anomaly that you have here, well, it's possibly just one of many around your entire occupied territory. Have you considered that?
We are now entering a social combat. A social conflict. This is going to be a presence command opposed. Hang on a moment, I gotta grab my command book so I can pull up the whole social combat rules, because they're fun. The social combat rules are actually kind of fun. It's social conflict. Social combat? Social conflict? Bleh. Or it might just be in my regular book, actually.
I like social combat. Let's go with that.
Moral combat! It is so. Where the hell are you? The hell? I know it's in here, and it's a really nifty rule set. Conflict. Social conflict. Page 164. Here we go. There we go. Evidence. You don't have any evidence. Intimidation, negotiation. I think in this case it's just going to be a straight presence command opposed check. You're not trying to hide anything from them. Unfortunately, you don't have any evidence to present.
Serving them an allegation, a question. If you will.
Yeah. So for the purposes of this particular role, you have nothing. You have nothing that will change any of the difficulties for either party.
Okay.
So presence command opposed.
So you're gonna take you're gonna take 1 threat. I'm gonna take this 2 momentum for 4 dice.
Okay, I'm going to spend that threat and 2 more to give them the same amount, because she's gonna need it.
I'm gonna reroll that 1. Bless you. Oh dear. I think she outclassed me.
That is 2, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Against my 4, yeah.
So that's 2 threat. And she will now roll. You got very lucky. I got very lucky though, so don't take it too hard. That was a good roll. She's going to roll. That's 5 social damage. So unless you give me some threat to stay in it, you will take a social injury of sorts.
Oh, I'm not going down yet. No, sir. Take how much threat you need. We'll stay afloat.
Okay. As she glares down at you and says, "How are we to know that these anomalies that you speak of are not yet another Federation attack?"
Right, of course. Well, I can't be the one to speak. I'm a diplomat. I'm not a scientist, but I do have some scientific knowledge, considering that I serve on board a scientific ship. Now, as we were passing through your territory, there were a lot of anomalous fields, mostly gravitational anomalies, the occasional black hole, perhaps, the occasional net which you put up. But does that exclude the possibility of this dimensional rift appearing elsewhere? And let me bring up another point. What else would come through this dimensional rift other than creatures from another dimension?
Give me a presence science opposed.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Will my focus and diplomacy work here still?
I don't. At increased complication, although how would Valak be looking for that?
Vlog, what's your present science? Mine's 15. Vlog? I guess he's gone.
Now, one sec. Just trying to pull up my sheet and do math.
I guess he's off.
Vlof.
Damn.
Y'all stop that.
Hey, seagulls, stop that now.
Let me check what's here.
Mine's actually not too bad. I got just 14 is.
I got a
14.
15, so yeah, mine's better.
Yours is still better.
However, you can assist Valak
Cool.
as long as you give as long as you add to the scientific explanation. Is how I'm gonna rule it.
Yeah, so say some scientific mumbo jumbo, like I'll poke him in the elbow, like back me up here, man.
Yes.
So
yes.
take a threat, please, and I'll roll that. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm spending.
Yes. As far as these rifts go, we do not know too much about the quantum understandings of our universe and the universes of them, but we have had run-ins with a universe opposite ours before. That is included even I believe the report said something of a Terran Empire. These actions sound like it could be from such an organization or any other number of universes with a slightly different goal for their federation.
Okay, give me
Roll your present science. Yeah.
roll your present science, my man.
Please crit. Good enough.
That is. So this will be their insight science, which actually is not that good. That's only one success.
We beat him by 2. We generate 2 momentum. Huzzah!
Now roll for me, Captain Jacoby. 5 challenge dice.
Boom.
That is 5. I am going to spend 2 threat to keep her up. That is certainly a possibility. However, that is all merely conjecture.
Oh, merely conjecture, but I disagree, member of the High Assembly, and here's why. Phoenix Wright pointing finger.
You get advantage.
If you were to look over the logs of the lost ship which was escorting us, or even our own sensor logs, which we will gladly give to you, the ship that was escorting us was not currently alive, at least to any according logs which we have.
You
Does
will.
that make any sense to you, member of the House?
Okay, so you want to provide evidence of, hang on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to provide the evidence being that one of the vessel that supposedly attacked is not a present vessel that
Service vessel.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
In which case you have a piece of evidence at your disposal, which means that you have an advantage. So this time it'll be presence command opposed.
What did you give us?
What? Can you hear me?
Give us just a lower difficulty?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so you get an advantage on this. They essentially have to swing one above in order to hit you. They have a one difficulty threshold that they have to hit.
Take another threat.
I was gonna say, yep. I'll take it and spend it and 2 more.
And I'm gonna take these 2 momentum as well.
This one's just presence command though.
Yep. Okay, good enough. Roll.
Come on, roll the dice. Roll the dice for me. Oh!
Well.
How many successes did you get? Because I can't read mine.
4.
You got 4 successes. That's 2, 3, 4. They also got 4 successes. I'm gonna say though that because of that complication, victory goes to you.
And then you said they have to put one above us.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You have the advantage, so you gain momentum, and there's a complication. Ah, shit. Ah, my poor book. Can you guys hear me at all?
Objection. Yes.
Yeah.
Those things that were coming in a bit.
I love my internet so very much. There we go.
Hey,
Okay.
can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. So, in actuality, there is also a complication on the board for them. Roll me your 7 challenge dice, and I'll tell you what said complication is.
Ooh, spicy. So.
Let me check something. What kind of signal am I getting?
We did it with
Oh, nice. That's... I see. That is most interesting. If these claims hold water, then that would explain a number of things, and it would also mean that this is something that we have some experience with.
You have previous experience in dealing with temporal anomalies or dimensional anomalies?
Temporal anomalies are something that the Empire does not abide.
I see. Hence the very strict net thrown around the dimensional rift just in the system.
Indeed. One has never opened this close to our space before.
And tell me, member of the Assembly, do you honestly think Starfleet, or the Federation of Planets for that matter, has any tools to open these willingly? I'll tell you something, we may be technologically advanced, but nowhere near that close.
Okay. This'll do it. Give me... this is the final roll. There's no opposed to this. Just gotta make the roll. Give me Presence Command difficulty of 4.
It's value time. It's cowboy diplomacy time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, as they say. Please, Lord, let me roll well. Okay, that's 4 successes then. I can re-roll. Actually, I can't re-roll
Make
that
a
one.
good, sir.
4 successes, there you go.
Nice. And you didn't spend any momentum. Neat. I see. We shall have to consider this matter. If you will please await, I must confer with the rest of the Assembly. I think they will find this information and revelation most igniting.
Absolutely. If you require anything else, we shall be at your disposal.
And the wall goes opaque again.
I'll turn to my crew members and I'll be like, well, I think that went pretty well. We're not dead yet, so I count that as a victory.
We're not dead yet.
Yeah. We're close, but we're not dead yet.
Well, I concur, sir. So far, we have done quite well. I'm still wondering what exactly is going on with this fleet here.
I mean,
Perhaps if they give us a chance, we can. Perhaps if they give us a chance, we can communicate with the doctor on the ship to see what they've discovered.
I'll be honest, Commander, I was pulling things out of my ass from there, but I'm glad it sounds like a valid theory at the very least.
I love ass pulling.
But,
Sir,
yes.
it is expected in such discussions. Your equate to diplomacy and gambling is apt in this regard.
Yes, I'll turn over to the 2 Tholians which are guarding us. May we have their ship?
May you have what?
Contact with our ship.
You do have your communicators on you.
Yeah, but I mean, are we allowed to?
We're just, being
Polite.
polite. Yeah, polite. Can we go? Like, is that cool?
Communication with your ship will be permitted. However, we have heard word that they attempted to fire some kind of a probe into the anomaly. Do take care, Federation.
Yes, of course. Excuse Commander Chief. Right. Let's have communicators together and get a group call on the bridge. Ringtone going on the bridge right now. Doctor?
This is Acting Captain Michelle. Can I help you?
Doctor, I see you fit into your role quite easily. slipping on that, is it?
Sure. I guess you could say that. Help you.
What's the situation out there?
Tense. I did help our fleet ships and get them to the party bus and then moving. Um, they gave me a lie when I called them out and they tried to investigate the rift and then the Tholians blocked us out. I'm not sure what else we can do at the
I
moment.
see. You tried firing a probe, I heard.
Yeah.
I see. Well, come in.
Perhaps if they were to allow it, you could investigate this other ship if they've lied to you. What are they looking for?
I wish I knew. The ship, the Delamont, it appears to be scanning the system for something.
Well, you think you could extrapolate its flight path? See where it's at?
God damn it. Come on. Come on, internet.
You catch that, Brennan?
No, I did not. I didn't catch anything that you said in the last 2 minutes.
We were just
Okay.
we basically gave the doctor permission to go. Like we said we're good down here. Go ahead and investigate that weird ship that only like you.
Okay, so yeah, we are going to go investigate the Delamont further. I will pull up Delamont, see what their plastic.
You're going to do what?
I'd like to see if I can look into our databanks and see what the last one, like, check Delamont was doing. What were they doing last?
Give me an insight.
Before this.
Give me an insight command, difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's computers command. And by the by, we're in a new scene, so.
Alright. That's actually 2 momentum.
Acting Captain Maselli, there is no such ship as the Delamont in that fits that description. A Nova class under the name of the USS Delamont? No. In fact, and if you spend 1 momentum, I will even give you a little hint.
All right.
Hang on. Waiting for my internet to load a thing. Because I'm about to send you a link that will give you some information. Here we go. I'm gonna ping it to you now. Did you get that? There you go.
He's back.
Ben, you cool, buddy?
Yep, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Hey. So.
Yeah. And by the
There
by,
is no such thing as the USS Delamont, and it appears to be named after a famous con man. I think I'm going to do the Picard thing where you tug down on your uniform, order the ship to go to red alert, and set us towards an intercept path with the USS Delamont.
Wasn't Delmont the dude that stole the tower?
No. But he was a man who blacked out who he was.
Basically, to give you the briefest of history lessons, Delamont and his wife conspired to steal a very, very valuable diamond necklace that had been made for the French royal family, but never given to them because the people it was made for died, and the French royal family that succeeded them didn't want it. Marie Antoinette, actually, specifically, didn't want the necklace, and these con men figured out a way to con their way into getting the necklace. And it was a whole brouhaha, and it ended up damaging Marie Antoinette's public image even further, even though she had nothing to do with it. It's a fascinating comedy of errors.
Interesting.
I'm
Okay,
just,
well,
perhaps, can we scan the ship? Can you scan the ship?
did you see that
for-
I said that I'd like to set us on an intercept path to try and threaten them, and then
Oh, yeah.
hail them again and see if they respond this time.
Okay.
Jolcon?
To put yourself on an intercept course, I will say yes in this case. This will be a...
Dude, wait until he says what the difficulty is.
This will be a Daring Con difficulty 2 to put yourself on an intercept course assisted by the ship's engines con.
Difficulty 2, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need momentum.
Just gonna drift on in there in between them and be like, hey, what the hell you doing?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
Did we win?
We did get the difficulty too, yeah.
Nice. As, yes, the Hadfield plots in an intercept course. And you said you're going to Red Alert?
Yeah.
Nice. And I even have Voy Red Alert.
Woohoo!
Alright, inhale them again. Do they reply?
This time they do not reply.
Security, fire a warning shot, single photon torpedo, 200 feet off their port bow.
Okay. This will be by whoever's at security. You're gonna have to pull one of your security guys for this. Will be control security difficulty 3 because they are at extreme range. You're not trying to hit them, but to...
Yeah, you can pull up crewman Arth for this.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Alright.
Wonderful.
Alright, and have...
Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry. I forgot to pull you back to the system map.
And have,
Hey, there we are.
I have 3 threat for 4 dice. Are you... Okay. He has no determination, right? Because he's a supporting character.
Oh, he has the value of to battle.
Alright. Alright, so I'll re-roll those 3 zeros. Yes, thank you.
Oh, and the ship assists with weapon security.
Yeah.
Roll yourself. Roll the weapon damage. It won't actually damage them, but it's for the purpose of like of tracking the amount that you have spooked them.
Okay.
Roll for spookiness.
Yeah, roll for spook.
Did pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
We are very spooky.
not too bad. In fact, you have, I'd say you have, you've spooked them enough that they are gonna try and run from you.
Oh my.
Back to you guys.
I'd say we chase them.
Alright, I don't know what to do right now. I guess keep on their tail? Suggestions?
We could lock them in the tractor beam, probably, if we get up to them.
Locke made a very good point. If we can't wish to scan the other ship's quantum signature.
Oh, okay. Yep. Alright, do that. Lieutenant Rugan, scan the ship's quantum signature. I'm not British. Why did I say lieutenant?
Okay.
Aye, Captain.
Given the range you are at, this will be Insight Science, difficulty of 4. Assisted by the ship's
Alright, let's
sensors.
see.
Assisted by the ship's sensors science, so that difficulty 3.
Might want to use your determination.
Testing a theory into practice does not come into play here.
Yeah.
Alright.
However, your quantum theory focus does.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, is this important enough to use a value just yet?
Yeah.
Could just give me some threat.
I'm not sure I have the thing for that. Don't I need to have a specific?
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh.
You don't have to have anything to give me threat, but certain talents work well if you give me threat. Like,
Alright, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like you have.
So sure, I'll give you threat for a third day.
Yeah, it's not like you have cautious threat or something. You have the talent that lets you re-roll as long as you're dealing with
There
the
we
ship.
are.
Yeah, as long as you're dealing with the ship's sensors, you get to re-roll. Whether or not you give me threat or momentum, that's the.
Doctor, if you could kindly.
Mm.
Marvelous.
Mm.
One momentum.
I am going to send you a thing, Rugan. If I can message. There you go, Rugan.
That ship's quantum signature does not match that of this universe.
To say what?
They ain't from around here.
You do also have a free question if you'd like. Can we tell what, can we tell what the real name of the ship is.
I'm gonna say no to that, because that doesn't quite relate to its quantum signature.
True.
Does the quantum signature match that of the wormhole or the dimensional rift?
Good point.
Yes.
Alrighty. I would like to send them a message explaining to them that I know their secret and it's out of the bag. And if they do not open communications with me, I will be forced to initiate combat.
Gasp.
I know what I'm gonna do here. Give me a presence command opposed. Gonna spend a threat for third die.
Alrighty. I'm going to take 1 momentum for 3 dice and then give you 2 threat for 4 dice.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How much threat did you give me?
I said 1 momentum and 2 threat.
Okay, then I'm just gonna spend that 2 to... I'm gonna spend that 2 to quash, and I actually beat you.
Okay,
By 1.
I assume because we're out of communication with the captain, he can't give me his determination.
And I used mine already. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's how I am going to do this, then. Hang on, I have to take a threat because I beat you by 1. The ship replies, text message only. We will only deal with your captain.
You are the captain, Doctor.
I
Go
am the
get him.
captain now.
Okay, Rugan, can you forge like a data entry that claims I am the captain of the ship to convince them that I'm the captain? That way they'll talk to us. Essentially, like...
With respect, the extent to which, I would believe that they know enough about the situation to be aware that Captain Jacoby is still around.
Alright, that's fair. I was just trying to think of a solution.
It was a good one.
As much as it pains me to say it, I think the only way to get them to talk is to bloody their nose, as it were. Helm, pursue them.
Okay. We will come back to the pursuit shortly. However, for now, we shall join the captain back on the planet's surface.
Cut the red alert, please. It's killing my ears. Thank you. Oh, I hate it.
After a period of time, the wall opens up again, so to speak, and you are again sitting before the high assembly member.
Okay, we'll approach him again. Assembly member, have you come to a conclusion?
The high assembly has indeed come to a conclusion. We will allow you and your vessel to examine the anomaly. If your suspicions are indeed correct, a thorough examination of the anomaly should prove it.
We thank you, member of the High Assembly. Sorry, go ahead.
In the meantime, however, on your end, we ask that you tell the rest of your fleet to call off their attack. The Assembly is willing to listen.
Yes, member of the High Assembly, but while you were discussing, we have had word with our ship. Um, Communications have tried to be established with the other ships which are in this system. However, our current suspicions are that these are, in fact, ships belonging to a different universe, not ours.
They have refused proper communications and ignored hails.
But if you allow us to get back to our ship, perhaps there may be something we can do from there.
That is a possibility. We shall provide you with one of our small craft. With that, you can rendezvous with your vessel.
You have my thanks, member of the High Assembly. Well then, Commander, Chief, shall we go?
I say so, sir.
Very good. Most pleasant discourse, member of the High Assembly. We will proceed now to our ship.
I gotta grab a book real quick, because I have so many.
We get to fly a Tholian ship. Awesome.
Chief Jueza gets to fly a Tholian ship. We don't get to fly. I don't know how to fly.
We get to ride in a Tholian ship while Jueza tries not to die. Awesome.
So
Hopefully we can change life support settings to.
That's what I was
not
going to say.
cook.
Would you like to try and change the life support settings? Because otherwise you're going to have to try and fly this thing inside of your EV suits.
Yeah, let's try and change it real quick, I suppose.
Okay, give me a control engineering difficulty of 3. And I'm not going to spend any threat.
Do you want me to do the roll, or do you want to take it?
I was gonna say, I'll give you 1 threat, Grennan,
Oh yeah.
so I can try and do this.
You can assist if you want, however, Jueza.
Sure.
Let's get any momentum out of this.
Control command.
Engineering.
Engineering. Yeah, engineering.
Engineering.
Let
Okay.
me quickly see. Let me look at your character sheet. Vlog.
My bad.
Nah, no focuses.
Yeah, no, I know I don't have focuses that would help with this type of thing, but yeah.
There you go.
Okay, that's a momentum. The Tholian spinner now no longer has the non-M class life support trait on it.
Hooray! We're not going to be like
Suffocate.
10,000 degrees.
Suffocate, yeah.
And die.
Yep.
Cool.
In which case, Jueza, I am going to need you to make me a control con difficulty 2, assisted by the spinner's engines con, which I'll roll for you. Because I have the stats in front of me.
You can do it, Chief.
Alright,
The
I'll
shuttle.
take our 1 momentum for the extra die, so we don't crash and die, hopefully.
And you get it back.
Hooray.
As you pilot the shuttle right up into the air, and you're watching the massive city complexes of Tholia whiz by underneath you, volcanic valleys dripping with magma, as you move up towards one of the planetary shield gates. I'm gonna need you to make me a presence security difficulty of 2. assisted by the shuttle's computer's command.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You use that momentum again.
We'll get him, champ.
Yeah, this spinner ain't helping you.
Ugh.
I will take the threat. As the one of the panes in the planetary net opens up and you are able to fly through. I will bring us back to the large system space map, and I will copy for you a I will just grab one of these because I had a bunch of these waiting in the wings for just this sort of a thing. Okay. That is you guys right there.
Let me see.
Cool.
So, it is now time for a chase sequence.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna need for Tizonin to make me an opposed check. Daring Con.
Oh boy.
You want to give him a threat? Okay,
No,
you-
Tizonin,
you're-
don't just roll. Oh,
Oh,
my
he's
God.
good. He's good.
Gonna
Yeah,
special.
think about if
Four
you
dice.
Gonna
think about if you want to give him threat, because I think you have bold as well.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
bold.
it's-
Oh my
it's
god,
too
why
late.
is
He's
this
already rolled.
why is this the same goddamn roll I have made all game?
Tizonin, please slow down with your rolls.
Okay.
Okay, that's 3 successes versus your 4. Oh god. Oh, but I have to roll for their ship too. That is a success. Not a crit success, but it's still a success. But because you guys didn't get a complication and they did, I'm gonna say you guys win the day on that one. But that's just that's the cost of the complication. So nothing else bad is gonna happen with them.
That's fair.
Tizonin, roll 6 challenge dice.
Gotcha. Da-da-da. Oh no. Can I re-roll?
That's
Do we have
good.
do we have momentum?
Oh, it's good? Okay.
You're gaining on him.
Okay then.
Yeah, that's good.
You are just outside of medium range.
Oof.
Meanwhile, let me check these guys. Let me see how it'll go. If you want to get into sort of an intercept position, you guys, it will cost 9 power, which the Tholian spinner does it have that much? Let me see. Let me see how much power these things have, because these things either have a ton of power or none, because these things make a lot of maneuvers.
Interesting.
And they're designed to make a ton of maneuvers. Here we go. Oh no, it does not have that kind of power at all.
Oh, that's sad.
It's small ship, because I think power is like your scale multiplied by 3.
Something, or it's like I think it might be your scale plus your engineering or something like that. I forget.
Either way, we gotta do a bunch of catch up.
Yep. So with that, Jueza, give me daring security, difficulty of 3. I will let this succeed at cost.
Okay, you want to give him threat? Drizzle?
Uh,
A threat for a die?
yeah.
Can handle this Darren security.
No, he got this.
No.
Owie, owie, he doesn't got this.
Succeed at cost. I'm just gonna take threat, so that's you gave me 1 threat. I take 2 more.
Ouch.
Shit.
We get an F in chat.
As you are about halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
To Zonin, it is time for another opposed check. Do you want to give me any threat?
Yes.
How much?
F for another dice.
Okay, thank you. I will take that happily and spend it and 2 more to give them 4 dice.
Interesting. Let's do this. Oh no.
All right,
Wanna
so
reroll
then
that
you
0.
can re-roll that 0. Yep.
That's better.
Let me check on something.
All right, that's 3 successes versus.
Is
added
that...
one.
Nope, that
Yes.
is not enough for crits on their side. And you can re-roll the ship because of Tizonin's thing.
How wonderful.
Yay!
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes versus their 1, 2, 3. I think they actually beat you.
Oh no.
Mir Chizonin does great work.
As I am going to roll a amount of challenge dice. As they are actually banging a turn off this way.
As they come into our range.
Bounce dice time?
So now it's
So-
back to the Tholian spinner. Are you
Hey.
going to go for the Hadfield, or are you going to go for the other Nova class, the Delamont?
Can we tell that they're chasing the Delamont? Or
Oh, yes.
Cool.
It would appear that they have laid in some kind of a pursuit course.
Chief, it seems we're chasing after that other ship there. Perhaps if we can cut them off and assist them.
Hey now, nobody likes a backseat driver.
So do you want to you want to try and make a advantage for them?
Yeah, like box them in.
Yeah,
Cool.
try and flank them like in D&D.
Yeah, okay. Give me a daring con, difficulty of 3, assisted by the spinner's engines con. It's only difficulty 3 because you're moving a distance while doing
Alright,
this.
we'll do 1 threat for the extra die.
Thank you much.
And wow, got it.
And the shuttle, or the spinner, gives you another success.
Sweet, got a momentum.
As, oh, I like to think it's like, you don't have the ability to make a full net because you need more than one spinner to do that, but you're still flashing on the web spinner, making these lines that they have to thread. They're able to do it, but it slows them down.
Did you clothesline him?
Are we doing like a Tron light cycle thing then?
Yeah, Hadfield, you see a Tholian spinner fly in and is threading them.
Okay, hail that ship.
As appearing in a haze of slightly orange tinted, slightly off color because of how these Tholian communications are sent, you see the rest of the away team.
Doctor?
Acting captain.
Actual captain. I'm so glad to see you guys.
Well, what seems to be the problem here?
That ship is refusing to talk to anyone but you. It seems to be from that dimensional portal. It has the same quantum signature. It's not a Federation ship. If I had to guess, it's from the mirror universe. And a sinking feeling in my gut tells me it's the ship you would expect it to be.
Understood. Could you hook us up, Doctor?
I will try to. I will hail the Delamont and tell them that the captain is on that ship.
Give me a moment. Give me a presence command difficulty of 2.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, I'll take 1 momentum and then 2 threat for 4 dice and go for it. Thank you.
Nice. You gave me 2 threat.
Yes.
You get back a simple text reply. We will speak. I am spending 2 of that threat as the craft, the Nova class moves to here and then stops.
Alright. Helm, pull us about and bring us within 200,000 kilometers.
And at that moment, the rest of the other ships stop as well.
Ooh.
All the other ships that have been fighting stop.
Is Miss Sally the Empress of the Mirror Universe now? Is that how this is going to work?
Is this like a silly moment?
She is Karen
No.
Reese
Oh no.
in the black latex suit.
So you're gonna bring yourself about?
Yes, and we would also like to bring ourselves about.
It is a small craft, so you could dock again.
Oh yes, please get me back on my ship.
As
Doctor, you're relieved of duty.
Tizonin, not Tizonin, Jueza, give me a control con difficulty 2, assisted by the spinner's engines con. You're landing an unfamiliar small craft in the Hadfield's shuttle bay.
You can take a momentum.
You can do it, Chief.
Right.
Yeah,
Here we
you got
go.
this. Just don't crash us, bro. You got this. Ooh.
That's
We
also
generated a momentum.
Yep. And,
So we're gonna quash it. That thingy. Yeah.
okay.
We're just gonna quash it.
As you pull it into land, the thing is, it's a big shuttle. It is a big small craft. You're actually not supposed to be able to fit craft of this size inside the Hadfield, but you did do it. Like, you're not going to want to keep this thing in here for long. The flight crew department is going to hate you forever. Like, you're not
That's
going to
not
be
the first time I've been told
like
this.
the way I put it is, you're not going to be able to launch any other small craft until you get this thing out of there.
It's like parking a pickup in a compact parking spot.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just, you can do it. You don't want it to be for too long. But we are gonna hop back up to the bridge. No, actually, we're not. We're not gonna hop up to the bridge. Okay. So, Captain, you arrive back on the bridge.
Okay.
Rather
sprinting up.
Yeah, rather sweaty, and you got the helmet hair.
Oh yeah, computer hair gel.
Yeah.
I think we've all seen better days. I've kept your seat warm for you.
Yeah, we're gonna sprint up to the bridge and very quickly Doctor, thank you for being the captain. You're relieved of your duty.
I stand relieved. Take your seat.
I will take my seat. Nice and easy, all like, you know. Ah, good. Chief, bring up the other ship on the horn, please.
Bringing up horn.
Shut up.
Hang on, I'm just gonna get the map ready real
I mean,
quick.
I think the chief of security is akin to like a bosun.
Yeah, hang on, I'm
on the
doing
ship.
I'm just getting I'm putting all the tokens back on the bridge is what I'm doing.
Of course, of course.
So you're hailing their ship.
Yes, please.
You get another text. You get a vocal reply this time. Have you made peace?
Peace has been made if... peace will be made if you stop shooting Tholian ships. Who the hell are you even? I mean, look at what you're doing, man. What the hell is this?
I think our captain will want to speak with you. However, first, there is a simple matter that must be cleared up. And I am going to spend all but one of my threat. Hold on. Oh, did not mean to. As I have the sound effect.
I don't like that sound.
Romulans decloaking off our starboard bow.
No, not Romulans.
No, the ship that attacked our escort, I believe.
And let me see. I again know I have the sound effect. Man, there's so many sound effects. Yeah, this'll do.
It's not a good one either. It's even worse.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the net around the rift.
My goodness.
And
Sounds so loud it travels through space.
oh no,
Nice.
All right, let's focus.
it's okay. I need to take a moment to. God damn
Oh,
it!
you deleted the galaxy. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
It's moving.
I'm just deleting all the net stuff.
Yep. So their portal's open.
And I'm spending one more threat so that they can get an extra die on their special task. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no.
This is working out well for us.
However, somebody is going to spend a determination. That's better. That'll do. As a beam fires out of the back of the ship here. And a ring of energy appears around the rift, as out of it come pouring a number of ships.
Oh boy.
Ah, crap. We're gonna have to fight your
Sovereign.
universe.
Each of them coated in a slightly darker hull plating than what you actually see out of those icons there. And as they enter with a swift volley of phaser shot from each of them, this ship here gets blown to smithereens, as well as that one. And you see on your view screen the visage of the two ships that appeared begin to flicker, as though a mirage. But when the flicker fades, they're not gone. They just look different.
Oh dear. Okay. Any incoming communiques?
So first things first, though, you do see the designation number on the Nova class.
NCC 1701D.
NCC 74100. ISS
Dun, dun, dun.
Hadfield.
That's ours, yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
And indeed, you are receiving a communication.
God. On screen.
Okay. As on the screen appears a bridge, bathed in a slight purplish light. It's a purplish and reddish light. I'm gonna pull us to the bridge. On it are a number of faces that look familiar to you. To Zonin, you see sitting in the same seat that you would normally sit in, an Andorian that looks just like you, only both antennae are completely cybernetic, and over the top of his head is just sort of like an entirely cybernetic helmet type thing. Like, you can't even see his eyes. It's
Wow, they got the core one.
Rugan, you look over at your at the seat where you would normally sit, and you aren't sitting there. Instead, there's a woman sitting there who, if you didn't, if her head wasn't shaved, you would recognize her as the doctor. The shock for you, Velok, again, is that you're standing there as well, sort of in this back panel area right here, like this one behind where the captain stands.
Okay.
Only you are neatly shaven. Hairstyle is still the same, but no beard. Like, no mustache, no beard.
So we got the evil version.
No, it's just a sober version.
There are a number of other bridge officers that you don't recognize, but Captain, there's a figure sitting in the captain's chair. He stands up and takes a few steps forward. His appearance makes your blood run cold, as he simply says to you, wait a moment.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
What the hell?
Who's this man?
No!
This wasn't part of the deal.
And with that, to be continued.
It my self-control to not reply to that with, "Are you